one-of-a-kind look when it comes to fashion, or if you really enjoy designing your own clothing, a visit to Connecticut Custom Clothing Company in West Hartford might just be for you. Well, a big thank you to our next guest for providing some of the clothing that I wear on air. They're one-of-a-kind pieces designed by the Connecticut Custom Clothing Company in West Hartford Center, formerly called Dress to the Nines. Owner Bob DeGemis is here, along with store manager Sarah Powers. Guys, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's always so fun walking into your store because there's just endless possibilities, right? I mean, you could anything you could think of, you can come up with, right?
It's all about options.
Sky's the limit.
Now, Bob, talk to me a little bit about how you got into the business.
I was born into this.
You were.
Yeah,
you had no choice.
Since I was like 6.
Really?
I come from an Italian family, so you go to work as soon as you can walk. You know,
That's
it's one of those
what
deals.
happens, huh?
Yeah.
So, Sarah, your women's line is fairly new. It's just starting to take off. Talk to me about some of the options.
So really, if you can dream it, we can make it like what you're wearing. You know, you can put trim on your shirts, on the back of the cuffs. You can have your initials embroidered on them. Anything that you can really dream of as far as a suit. You know, you have plenty of fabrics to pick from, and if you see something, we can make it.
Fantastic. Well, let's take a look at some pictures and we'll describe what we're looking at. Oh, this is my fabulous red dress that we got here today. But it is so comfortable. And all you did was take my measurements, and then we kind of created the dress, right?
Yep. It's really easy. I mean, we take your measurements from every which way.
There you are right now, actually, taking the measurements, Sarah. But that's the beauty of it. When you go into the shop, here's a picture of it. There are so many books of fabric and different options. How do you make it not so overwhelming, Bob?
We start with your idea and kind of work backwards from there.
Right.
So generally people have something in the back of their mind, and whether it's a color, a style, a size, whatever you're thinking of, and we work backwards from there. So there are endless possibilities, and we try and accommodate whatever you're thinking of.
And I think it's great because no one's going to have the same outfit on as you. No one's going to have the same shirt. I mean, that's never going to happen.
It's all one of a kind. It's whatever you dream.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the suit that we designed together. We spent a lot of time doing this, you and I. But the pants fit great. We decided that we didn't want belt holes.
Nope.
No pockets either.
No pockets.
They sit slim, right?
Yep.
And talk to me a little bit about the pattern. There's a slight pattern in here.
So it's got a little bit of a tone-on-tone pattern. So it's really not noticeable from a distance, but up close you can see it has a little bit of a herringbone to it. So it gives the fabric a little bit of depth.
Right. And then on the end here we have a coordinating dress,
Yep.
which could be fantastic for work or if you needed to dress it up.
Exactly. So you can kind of mix and match too. Like your jacket, your slacks, your dress, and the skirt are all made out of the same fabric. So you have a bunch of pieces, you can put them together, and you get a lot of use out of just a couple things.
Oh, now what was really great is that we kind of went with the black, a neutral color, but inside, take a look at how great that is. You could even design the inside of it. You could put your name right in it, right, on all the cuffs. You have yours there. It's such a cool idea here. And let's talk about some of the shirt dresses, the dress we have here, but the shirts. I mean, different collars.
Yep. So you pick your collar and your cuff. We've got about 15 different cuff styles and 10 different collar styles.
I mean, look at how creative you can get.
Yep.
I mean, these have cherries on them. But you could fold it over and you see the pink and then the collars. I mean, this one's kind of rounded, this one's pointed.
Yep. Some of them have French cuffs, so that's a little different, not something you see every day. I think it's the white one here that has the French cuffs. So they're very different than anything you would find anywhere.
Fantastic. And Bob, it's not just women's clothing that you have.
No.
I mean, my husband probably wore the best tuxedo I've ever seen in my life, and he designed that with you.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For your wedding.
That's right.
It was awesome. So Brandon came in with an idea.
Yeah.
And he knew what he wanted. And so we went from there.
We were talking Swarovski crystal buttons.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
the
that
studs
happens.
and his studs on his shirt and his cufflinks were crystals, and you know, his shoes. What started the whole conversation with on the lining, which was red.
Yeah, because he had red soles on his shoes.
Red soles on his shoes,
Very
so we wanted to match the soles on his shoes. So
just talk to me a little bit about when someone comes into the store. What's the first thing that you do?
We start with a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Guys, I've never heard one guy say to another guy, let's go shopping.
Well,
Guys
it's really not a
say,
top priority.
no. Guys say, I need a blank, and fill in the blank, whether it's a screwdriver, a car, or a suit. And they have something in the back of their mind, and generally there's a purpose, there's a reason they're here. And we work back from that.
Right.
Some guys say, I need something to travel great. Some guys might need something for their wedding. I'm the father of the bride. I have an interview. So there are reasons that guys are there.
Great. And you cater to them all, guys. I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the outfits. I get so many compliments.
Excellent.
We'll check out Connecticut Custom Clothing Company over in West Hartford Center, and the website is dresstotheninescustomclothing.com.
Yes.
Lots of options, a lot of fun. Definitely check them out. Bob, Sarah, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much
Thanks
for
for having
having us.
Sure.
Cool spot over there in West